Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, the one and only Hosting Cruz, bringing you another exciting edition of boxing. Don't forget to hit and to like, subscribe to my channel. It's always greatly appreciated. Stay tuned. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I am your host, Hosting Cruz, and the legend, Manny Pacquiao, returns to the ring, likely in January, for a showdown with the current WBA champion at 147 pounds in Rolly Romero. Yes, Rolly Romero, the one that got knocked out by Gervonta Tank Davis and Isaac Pitbull Cruz, and has made a nice 360. Has rebounded well, got a tune-up win, and then he was able to defeat Ryan King Garcia to win that title in Times Square in New York, in what was one of the worst cards that I've seen. But Rolly Romero turned in what I believe was performance of the night that night. Remember coming into that fight, I thought Rolly was going to get knocked out in a round. I even said that Ryan's going to knock him out in one round. You know, because I'm thinking about the Ryan Garcia that went in there with Devin Haney, the one that fought Luke Campbell. Yeah, man. I mean, Ryan Garcia was the favorite to win that fight. Speed, power, and just better overall boxer and talent. But Rolly Romero came with a different approach. I think he fought a beautiful fight. He stuck to his game plan. He didn't get carried away. You know, he was composed. He was relaxed. Now, we all want to say, oh, Ryan Garcia didn't let his hands go. He did not. And it's true, he did not let his hands go as much. Or maybe because it was just because of Rolly's nice, polished boxing skills that he showed that night. You know, and the power. A lot of people tend to forget that Rolly Romero has solid power. So when Ryan felt that power, remember when Ryan got dropped? When Rolly dropped Ryan off a double left hook, caught him by surprise, that changed the fight completely, because Ryan felt the power of Rolly Romero and didn't want to engage. You know, and Ryan, after that, Ryan stopped letting his hands go. He did not show any urgency in the fight at all. He was losing majority of the rounds. No urgency. Not even being desperate. I mean, a world title was on the line. And, you know, Ryan Garcia had a lot to prove coming in, because a lot of people were saying that he took performance-enhancing drugs coming into for the Devin Haney fight. So in this fight, he needed to show the world that I can perform the same, that I didn't take any drugs. And that Ryan Garcia that fought Devin Haney was not in there that night. He was a totally different fighter. And right then and there, everyone said, you know what? He may have taken something that night, because this is not the same fighter. This is what happens when you're not taking the juice. So, regardless of what you want to say, Rolly Romero did his damn thing. He trained his ass off. He went in there with a game plan. He executed the game plan. He boxed well. He was patient. Turned in performance of the night and became world champion. Two-time world champion. He was a champion at 140, defeating Ismael Barrios in what was a horrible stoppage, all thanks to Tony Weeks. But this one here is credible. You know, Ryan Garcia, he defeated a big name in Ryan Garcia convincingly. No controversy here. Rolly deserved it. Rolly deserved it. Now that since he deserved this win, he deserves bigger paydays, bigger showdowns, and he cannot look no further than a showdown with the legend, the Hall of Famer, one of the greatest to ever put on a pair of gloves, man, top 5 fighters in the history of the sport, and Manny Pacquiao, the former the only 8 division world champion. And I believe, in my opinion, at 46 years old, Manny Pacquiao should be walking around here with the WBC welterweight title that Mario Barrios still holds. Why? Because I thought Manny Pacquiao beat Barrios. They gave it a draw. I saw it as a win. Okay, Pacquiao, everybody thought Pacquiao was going to go in there and get knocked out, get beat up by Barrios, but he was able to score a draw, and that was a win in itself. But if you want to give it to anyone, give it to Pacquiao. I saw Pacquiao did enough to win the fight. He threw more, he landed more, he showed that he wanted to win the fight more. Barrios was supposed to do a lot more than what he did. He showed a lot of respect to Pacquiao. He didn't take the fight to Pacquiao the way he was supposed to do. And I just thought Pacquiao won the fight. And the crazy thing is that Pacquiao didn't train 100% for this fight because politics got involved. That's what he said. And so to have a full training camp, so for Pacquiao to have a full training camp now, that's pretty freaking insane if you ask me, because if that was Pacquiao with a half training camp, imagine what kind of Pacquiao we're going to get. And that's a 46-year-old Pacquiao that performed last time against Barrios, man. Pretty darn good. And like I said, Pacquiao's supposed to be world champion right now. I don't care what anyone says. So now, here he is now in line to fight Rolly Romero in what should be a interesting fight, because you got Rolly Romero, who's 29 years old, who will be 30 by the time they fight. That's almost a 15-year, almost 20-year age difference. Pacquiao, with the career he's had, those shares of wars he's had, the mileage, the wear and tear. I mean, he looked pretty darn good with a half training camp, 46 years old against Barrios in a fight that I thought he won. So imagine a full training camp now against Rolly Romero. And Rolly, this fight is interesting because he showed a very mature performance against Ryan Garcia. He didn't rush anything. He was patient. He showed he was disciplined, stuck to the game plan. So I want to see what that Rolly can do with a Pacquiao. With Pacquiao. Because Pacquiao's going to go in there, guns blazing. Rolly, even though as tremendous performance he turned it against Ryan Garcia, his defense, his chin is still there to be hit. And Pacquiao has that speed still. He has that power. Does he have that power that he did when he was prime Pacquiao, knocking out Miguel Cotto and the Pacquiao that was in his 20s? No. But he's still respectable. He still has that power to respect, because Barrios, he felt that power. And that's what made him not be as aggressive as we thought he would. But, like I said, he showed respect because he felt that power. He saw the speed. It was still there. So Rolly's going to have to deal with the speed. Rolly's going to have to deal with the power. The straight punches coming at him, 3, 4, 5 shots by Pacquiao. Pacquiao is still Pacquiao to a certain extent. Is enough to give fighters in their primes today problems. The Pacquiao of today. So we're going to see what happens when he's in there with Rolly Romero. Rolly Romero has power. He's young. He's strong. He connects on Pacquiao. What happens? We don't know. Anything could happen. We may see Pacquiao on the canvas. We may not see Pacquiao on the canvas. Pacquiao may take the shot well. Pacquiao is known to take big punches throughout his career. So it's a tremendous fight. I think it's a winnable fight for Pacquiao, if you ask me, because Pacquiao was supposed to defeat Barrios. I thought he won. I think I can't say Rolly's a better boxer than Barrios. Rolly has never been a tremendous boxer, but he so happened to put in a tremendous performance against Ryan, the best I've seen him look. But because of Rolly's defense still not fixed, his chin is still there to be hit. Pacquiao can go in there and hit that chin with his punches and power and speed. and his awkward offense, throw Rolly off guard and catch him on the chin with that straight left hand. It's a winnable fight. It's not an easy fight, but it's a winnable fight. Not an easy fight, it's a winnable fight. I can see Pacquiao going in there and catching Rolly with a shot. How will Rolly respond? We don't know, but when he fought big punchers like Cruz and Tank, those guys got to him and put him out. And Pacquiao, to me, I still think Pacquiao to me is a big puncher. So we'll see what happens. We're gonna see what happens. I'm looking forward to it. I think Pacquiao can win this fight and become world champion once again. Crazy. Pacquiao has been around the game so long that talk about fighting anyone and everyone. Pacquiao has fought literally everyone in the sport of boxing. Like, he's fighting this. He's fought eras. He's fought in 4 different eras, decades, something like that. And it's amazing to see him still here at 46, mixing it up with the best of today in their prime. Amazing. Fucking amazing. Miracle Boy Boxing, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Jose Cruz. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. It is always a pleasure to talk to you guys about boxing. And I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace.